Hello, wonderful attendees. I'm your host, Dalvinder Kaur from lovely Professional University. Get ready to dive into today's topic that is biomimicry and innovation. Before we proceed further, allow me to introduce the experts of the day, Dr. Pushpendra Kumar Sharma, professor at School of Civil Engineering, lovely Professional University. With over 34 years of experience, including 13 years in the government construction industry and 21 years in academia, he has published over 180 research papers, contributed 20 book chapters, and guided a PhD scholars. He has mentored numerous MTech and BTech students with several granted in India, Australia, and South Africa, showcasing his expertise and innovation. So now I would like to introduce the admission nominee also in this webinar, Miss Asha Rani, Assistant Professor and Coordinator, BTech, MTech, ECE, PhD ECE, Department of Communication, lovely Professional University. Division of Admission. Before we proceed further in today's session, I would like to request everyone who have any questions, you can write in the chat box or in the Q&A box, and same will be addressed from my side in the end of this webinar. Now I'm going to hand over this session to our today's expert, Dr. Pushpendra Kumar Sharma, and it would be an absolute delight to listen from him. Over to you, Dr. Pushpendra Kumar Sharma.
Okay, thank you, ma'am, for such a nice introduction. I'm coming to my topic. My invited talk today is on biomimicry and how do we use the biomimicry for our innovation purposes. So, I'm coming to this very picture. It is shown in this PPT. Here, this picture shows you many dimensions of like mechanical engineering, turbines, and civil engineering structures also. So, this we get from a cone, which is the what is called uh, sunk in the ocean, and this is designed this way. So we learn from this uh, biomimicry. Biomimicry, all of us know what is mimicry. Mimicry is copying someone. Sometimes a student mimicries their teachers, their fashion of teaching, sometimes their style of teaching. Similarly, mimicry is copying someone, and if we copy some life, then this is called biomimicry. Some lives, for example, a very easy example I will give here, that a small kid, infant kid of 1 year, whatever exercises he or she does to digest his or her milk, uh, if we mimicrise it, this comes to the yoga exercises. Uh, so that enhances our digestion power. So that is also a biomimicry, because we are copying life style, life fashion. So, just coming to my topic, here in my presentation, I would like to define the biomimicry. What are the challenges going with, and how to copy someone, what is mimicry, and benefits of mimicry. So, first of all, we will define, as the word biomimicry comprises of life, and mimicry means, bio means life, and mimicry means imitate, copying someone. Therefore, biomimicry is the science and art of emulating nature's best biological ideas. So everything in this nature is very important, and it gives many ideas, and those ideas are conceived by scientists, engineers, and they develop their nations copying them. This is called biomimicry, and innovation means copying these ideas. We have patents, we have filed patents, and those patents are granted and commercialized, and this way everyone goes to be innovated. Means prosperity comes. Suppose there is one patent uh, conceived from a biomimicry, if it is commercialized, there is one industry, and this industry manufactures that product, innovated product, novel product, and many of the people of that nation come for a job there. They get bread and butter from there, and this way, nation as a whole becomes prosperous. And prosperity coming through the innovations uh, in a group is called uh, innovations prosperity. So it is 21st century design process. Biological mimicry is the imitation of the models and elements of nature for the sole purpose of solving complex, difficult engineering problems related to the human beings. And engineers are meant to solve the societal problems. So whatever societal problems are there, we can think over them, and we can go for an experiential learning of the lives uh, in the various creatures in this nature, and their lifestyle. If we copy, we can come to a solution of that societal problem. So, biomimicry involves the study of natural designs, processes, and systems. So, all innovations inspired by nature is known as biomimicry. So, nature presents an endless source of inspirations for scientists and engineers from different field of interest. For example, this you are seeing this mic. This is very small web, spider web net, and here you are seeing this people live, and this how the food, water is supplied to organ every organ of the leaf. This way, we can use how to supply water, how to supply air, how to supply cool air in every house with respect to the civil engineering, as far as civil engineering is concerned. So we can use these patterns, and we can learn from the life, because plants also come under the category of life. So we can understand those distribution processes, how we can distribute evenly every corner of the building, proper light, proper air, proper water. So this shows us the ideas which we can use, adopt in our civil engineering constructions. Nature inspired innovations. The super stickness of lizard has been perplexing for humans. Always this was astonishing because of their adhesive feet. Uh, geckos are able to climb vertical walls with ease, and can even hang upside down from the roofs and ceilings surfaces, and the whole night they can sleep there, sticking to the ceilings. So this was a very good, fantastic idea for the civil engineers. Researchers found that these animals exploited the relatively weak wonder wall forces to adhere themselves to surface and remove themselves with ease. So whenever they want to move, they can release from the surface. Whenever they want to stick and want to sleep at rest, they can overnight sleep, because there develops a vacuum in between the surface and their palm fingers. And whenever they want to get relaxed from it, and they want to move from this rest position, they use their muscles to uh, remove that gap filled uh, vacuum, and then they can release from the surface, and they can start moving. But all the palms are not relieved one by one. It is relieved. If all the palms are relieved, then they will be free from the surface and may fall down from the ceilings. So this is in systematic, one after other, and thereby they can move. So first they relieve one, they move forward, create vacuum, it sticks, then they relieve other fingers. So this is what can be used. This idea can be conceived by civil engineers to create such type of devices. Those can go for over 25 buildings, 25 stores, labels, 60 labels, 80 labels, to get a building painted. So what super is man's theory is, so they can stick to the wall, they can work with the one hand and 2 feet can be stick to the surface, and there they, without using any ladder, any escalator, external accelerator, they can work on painting work on high rise buildings. So these are the various ideas which give birth to the new innovation. Energy is one of the biggest challenges since long. This is another example. Engineers for over 100 years have been in the lookout for improving the performance of the lifting devices like blades used in aircraft, wind turbines, compressors, axial pumps, fans, etc. Many of them are from mechanical engineering, aerospace engineering, and many are for civil engineering also, because turbines come to both the domain, civil engineering and mechanical engineering, equally important. So to overcome the problems, they come up with the uh, uh, tubercles, bumps, which aid the flippers in generating continuous lift and maintain stability at all times. So this is what a generation of electricity, and how these turbines are working, and how these are transferring the mechanical in a potential energy into kinetic mechanical energy, and how they are creating the electrical energy. So next example, I go to the nature inspired innovations. Uh, Geckos, toes have inspired engineers to mimic this in human technology. For example, gecko inspired adhesive would be able to bind material together very strongly, yet also release very easily. You might have seen, once tape used could not be reused again and again, but there is a glue in the hand of geckos, and these hands are stick to wall. Whenever they want to get uh, away from the surface, they destroy the vacuum developed in between the surface and the palm. And also, this glue sticky surface of the palm can also be reused. So this idea came to the scientists and engineers, and they developed such a tape that could be used again and again. So this gecko inspired adhesive would be able to bind materials together very strongly, yet also release very easily. So it can, as per requirement, be easily attached and detached and reused time to time. So this was a very good idea that created your reusable tapes. So imagine a tape that binds things together securely like duct tape, yet can also be removed and reused. Question: how does the leaf contain or repel water? You might have seen the lotus leaf. If you drop a water on it, it will not wet at all. This will be rolled down in the form of droplets, so it will not wet. The lotus leaf always remains without any water. Similarly, banana leaves also. So the taro heart shaped leaves have an interesting quality. They are hydrophobic. They repel water, so water cannot wet their surface. Liquids that land on their surface do not wet the leaves, but instead roll off them. So researchers from IIT Bombay have found pentagons and hexagons patterns on the surface of taro leaves. So the walls of these patterns had a flake-like texture, and every drop of rainwater could be repelled away from that building. So once the building painted will remain safe and will not deteriorate shortly, and it will uh, remain for years and years. So this was a very good idea inspired from nature. This you are seeing lotus leaves, and no water is getting sticked to the leaf, and in droplets when it is flipped one side down, all the droplets of water will be going away from the surface without letting it to wet. The same structure. So they microscopically microscopically studied this texture of this leaf, and this was like this. So the similar fashion was created in the surface of buildings to throw off the rainwater so as not to get the building surface wet. As a result, they were able to they were able to throw off the water away from the surface. So this nature inspired next innovation. If you look at the microstructure of leaf, you will find the world's best water distribution system in the leaf. Now scientists are working to mimic this law in buildings also. So civil engineering, building engineers are conceiving this idea and to reach to send water supply, air supply, cool water supply in every corner of the building. Electricity also equal. Every corner of the building. So how this water is distributed in this, in the same fashion, they will lay out the pipelines to send electricity, water, air to every corner of the building. So this micro structure of the leaf to supply water every corner, this is being nowadays adopted through these innovations. These all innovations are nature inspired, means man is learning from the nature, and those who are very near to the nature, they can innovate better. They can learn many things from the nature, and nature helps a lot to innovate ideas which can be conceived by engineers, and engineers can file many patents on that. And especially I would like to say that in civil engineering, 80% civil engineering is inspired from nature only. Everything in civil engineering is inspired from the nature. When I go to class, sometimes a student tell, sir, how can you relate? I'm famous for this thing. So they ask, sir, how can we relate this part of the building to the nature? Then I connect them to the nature, where from this idea has gone to the civil engineers, how they conceived, how they developed the civil engineering design this way. So then they get satisfied. So nature inspires us to innovate. We can conceive the ideas from our nature, and we can develop our nation prosperous through the innovation. So this is biomimicry. You are seeing the cells, you are seeing the atoms, you are seeing moving every time, and wherever there this kind of motion is there, the life becomes movable. Life becomes active always. So your plants are life, your human beings are life, animals is life. So life is always moving, not at all at rest. You might have studied or experienced that while even while sleeping, your heart works for 24 hours, that never goes to sleep. So this is what uh, nature is doing. Nature is changing itself at every moment, it is moving always. So biomimicry is not just reproducing a natural object or a system, nor is it simply designing something considered green or sustainable. It is first a close examination. We study the texture of an organism and ecosystem, then a mindful application of the underlying design principles found in the nature solution. So learning about nature is one thing, and learning from the nature is another thing. People mostly confuse with the learning about nature and learning from nature. These are the different things. Learning about nature is just how to sustain with nature, and learning from the nature means if you are learning something nature from nature means you are conceiving some idea. Because nature is always God gifted idea, and this idea can inspire any scientist and engineer to innovate, to file the patents, to conceive some new idea, and that new idea, if is created on the paper, that becomes the patent to be filed. So this is what learning about nature is just how to help the nature, how to make us sustainable with nature, how nature goes sustainable. But learning from the nature means you have to conceive some idea from the nature, and so for that you will have to go in the detailed microscopic texture study, so that how the things are going this way. So that is learning from the nature. So, benefits of my biomimicry is this is all sustainable, because in nature there is nothing unsustainable. Everything in nature is sustainable. So, if you conceive some idea from the life or nature, that will always be sustainable. Perform well, because God has created the nature, and this nature is free of any mistake. There is no mistake. So obviously it will perform well. In nature, there are many things which save energy. Suppose if you are in open air, you are not using electricity, you are not using fan, you are not using cooler, you are not using AC, means you are saving energy. So if in nature, if you are there, you are saving energy always. Cut material cost, because natural things always are cheaper as compared to that of man-made composite or simple materials which have been created, because in those creations, human creations, a lot of labor is involved, so the cost is always high. So if you use things directly from the nature, it will cut the material cost. Redefine and eliminate waste. Obviously, because in nature nothing is waste. Nature one waste, other part of the nature consumes it. So it redefines and eliminate waste. Waste can be minimized. This define new product categories and industries. So this mimicry can create some new products through the patenting, through the innovation, and industries can be created, and these industries will provide bread and butter to a number of peoples in the society. So this will help to make the nation prosperous, drive revenue. No doubt, if there is one industry that will pay to government taxes, also employees will also give the tax to government, so this revenue can be generated. Build your brand. uh, Obviously, if you have learned from nature, not for nature, from nature, then you will innovate and you will create some innovation, and that innovation will make the nation prosperous through the industry providing bread and butter to the public or society. So bio inspired innovations, you are seeing the very small ant here, is carrying a load 10 times or 20 times more. Very innovative idea, and from the civil engineers and mechanical engineers created bulldozer. Bulldozer can damage high rise buildings within no time and can carry uh, 20, 30, 40 times of the weight as compared to their own weight. So this was very good idea, and it helped um, to create JCB machines, bulldozer. Uh, Undoubtedly, it is very popular nowadays in India. So, bio-inspired innovations like past several decades have seen a renewed focus on the nature as a source of design ideas. The natural wonders of architecture have already inspired many people around the world to do something unique, complete in harmony with nature. So, Esplanade Theatre. This theatre is a commercial district in Singapore. It is designed by DP Architects and Michael Wilford. Hosts an elaborate building scheme which influence the look and function of the interiors inspired by the multi-layered durian plant with its thorn. So what is that actually? This is your uh, a vegetable you use. In India, we call it katel, and this is very artistic design. There are horns, thorns like undulations, and they are very sharp, but inside they make them the structure very safe, very cool, does not. So engineers studied this, and they took the temperature outside surface and inside surface of the fruit. So they came to know that there is lot of difference even in sunlight of June. The outer side temperature was the normal temperature, and inside the fruit the temperature was very very low, it was very cool. So how it could be used from the nature? So engineers understood, architects understood that how this is repelling the heat radiations and not allowing the heat radiations going inside to warm the things inside. So they developed, similarly they developed this kind of buildings, and most these bunches of buildings, towers, are very sharp at the top, and they do not allow any heat radiations inside the building. So inside building it remains very cool. Some more examples I can allocate here. Imagine being able to maintain a perfect temperature and humidity in your home uh, year around without spending much money and electricity and gas bills. That is exactly what Professor Emil Ishida of Tohoku University in Japan is striving to achieve, and he got the idea from termites. That is uh, the insect inside the wood, हाँ दीमक जिसको बोलते हैं. So termite would towering nests of soil where they use the chewed up plant material. So what is happening in that case? Termite is eating the wood as a food, and as its faces, um, uh, as after digestion it creates its faces, and this makes it goes inside the wood, eating wood, and leaves behind its waste, and that waste after some time gets deposited, and this does not allow any heat inside. If you expose the termite to if you expose the termite to the uh, sunlight, it dies soon. But these sun radiations are being reflected, and these heat radiations cannot kill termite. So this is how this got saved. Termite saves against the heat radiations and cannot be eliminated. So termites build towering nests of soil where they used to chew the plant's material. Wood is chewed, and then this fungus, which is a termite eat. This is what is happening. Termite eating wood and leaving behind these type of waste soils. Actually, this is excreta of the termite. So this is not allowing any heat radiations inside. So inside wood there is very cool temperature. This way, that architect, Japanese architect, developed this kind of building. This kind of build, it is very similar to the termite excreta deposited after eating wood, and created this kind of building. So this is a very good example uh, for termite building. Similarly, this is Eastgate Center. The Eastgate Center, a mid-rise office complex in Harare, Zimbabwe, uses a form of passive cooling, similar to how termite mold works and stays cool without air conditioning. So, without using any air conditioning, and uses only 10% of the energy of the conventional building, its size is. So, this is exactly like, if you see this building texture, it is exactly like termite excreta left after eating the wood. This is Dave's in Misericordia Church in Italy. This is also the similar texture, and without any fan, without any AC, without any. This is so cool inside. So this is also a building inspired from this nature. There are some more innovations like uh, this is inventing some new often has a much to do with an inquisitive and entrepreneur spirit, such as George D. Mastral, who once went to hunting the trip, and when he returned home he found many these nailed fruits attached to his pant. So he came to know this is having very good sticking nature. So he studied its texture microscopically. He found that there are small nails outside the main body of this. So he created very well known velcro. Velcro, this is used in strips of jackets, used in. So he made this is innovation, and this is very commercialized velcro, used in today for shoes also, in making various device attached to your finger for knowing the oxygen level. Today, Velcro fasteners are used in clothes also, in shoes also. So, Velcro use you all know very well. So, I would not like to invest money on this, because, and time also. So bio-inspired innovations. This is what in I started my lecture from. The research have managed to mimic the biomechanics of gecko feet in a pair of climbing pads capable of supporting a human's weight. So this way, the uh, s- scientists started working on working on the Superman. Those Superman could uh, rise on the vertical wall, even could move on the ceilings. So this kind of thing. So they were wearing uh, those type of gloves that were very similar to the lizard, very similar to the geckos. So what you have seen in pictures. I have not seen pictures, but I have heard that a Superman was moving on the vertical wall like this. This is the aerodynamics of a bird, and from this aerodynamic, this can uh, cut the air pressure easily, and it can move very fast. So this way, the train's mouth have been designed this way, after a study of this is also nature inspired innovation. So this the aerodynamics of the famous Japanese bullet train is shaped as its mouth. Bio-inspired innovations, toxic learning from plants, how to clean without cleaners. Every year you clean your house, but if you create your house surface this way, need not to clean anything, any wall. The idea of self-cleaning concrete was inspired by self-cleaning ability of plants. So nowadays, civil engineers have developed that kind of concrete that will not be dirty. It will always be shining once painted, because it has the peculiar property of throwing water away from the surface. So this is also a bio-inspired innovation. How Anthony Gibbon design aim to design a house which looked like a part of a bamboo tree. The shape of this house is closely resembles that of the um, baobab tree, which has a massive swollen-looking trunk. This trunk, and this is not only honor the nature in appearance, but also a small impact on its uh, forest environment. So what is this? This you have created this from this stem. You can supply everything: electrical, electric line, water line, wastewater line. Okay, and all these houses are over. So you can save the nature here, and you can use this space for living. So in coming future, there will be the sky tower, sky colonies this way. So that will not consume the land. Land will be used for forest here. So this is also a very good idea, and civil engineers are developing this kind of colonies also. Okay, so thank you very much. I think what I uh, use the time, I have completely uh, consumed.
Thank you so much, Dr. Pushpendra Kumar Sharma. So it was wonderful watching you talking on biomimicry and innovation. And now I would request to admission nominee Miss Asha Rani to be on the screen. Over to you, Miss Asha Rani.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Okay, ma'am. Let me share my
Thank you,
screen first.
ma'am, giving me this opportunity.
I hope my screen is visible, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, screen is visible. You can
And
continue.
okay, thank you, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. Uh, First, let me share about my university. Let's discuss about first. See, LPU, Lovely Professional University, as we know that this is India's one of the largest and prestigious private university. It has been established in 2005, and at present we are having 30,000 plus students from more than 50 countries. And if I'm talking about a NAC accreditation, we got A plus plus NAC accreditation with the highest score, that is 3.68 score on the scale of 4. And this is the you can say highest score among all the private universities of India. So if I'm talking about further accreditation and approvals, see, whenever we want to start any program, we always ensure that whatever accreditation and approvals required for that particular program, uh, we should have before starting off that program. So we are having UGC accreditation, ICAR accreditation for the agriculture programs, and we are also having NB accreditation. See, today we are discussing about BTech Civil Engineering. So we are having NB accreditation for this particular program. So multiple accreditation approvals we are having, just like I told you that ICAR, then we are also have approval from BCI, then NCT, I mean all the programs, whichever approval is required, we all have. So now again, I'm feeling delighted to share with you that in NIRF ranking, we got overall 27th rank. And if I'm talking about in engineering, we are on 50th rank. So if I'm talking about, okay, let's discuss about Times Higher Education. We are in 99th worldwide, and we are on the position of 6th national wise. So, and the Woody ranking in World University ranking, and for innovation, we are also in that on fourth of rank. And if I'm talking about Impact University ranking, we are on the second position. So we are the members of AIU, IAU, and the Institute of Engineers, also Association of Commonwealth University, then Institute of International Education, and see, if I'm talking about campus and the facilities, and we are having smart classrooms and state-of-the-art labs, and you can say center of excellence labs. And if I'm talking about accommodation, we are having standard rooms as well as and apartments. So we are having world-class facilities. We are also working on, you can say, holistic development of our students. So that's why, for that we are having counseling and career sports cells. We are having international student support services we are providing, and we are also working on the, you can say, growth of the student in curricular as well as co-curricular, extra co-curricular activities also. And we are having multiple sports complex. So everyone knows that our students, they did wonders in Olympics. We because we are offering or providing all the platform for their growth. So this is the glimpse of the LPU sports facilities being provided to the students. We are having one Olympic size all-weather swimming pool, and different courts are, we are having badminton court, shooting range, and wrestling range. Every facility we are offering, providing to our students. If I'm talking about residential facilities, we are having apartment as well as standard room, and in every hostel we are having gym facility also, mess facility also. So in research and innovation also, our students are doing wonders. If I'm talking about this achievement in this particular field, we have 26,500 plus publications. And see the citation, we are having more than 178,000 Scopus citations. And funded project, we are having 9,500 plus funded projects, and those are in lakhs. So uh, if I'm talking about placements and placement, let me share with you that our two students, they got package includes, still they are in final year. They are in the final semester, and one student got 1 crore package in robotics and automation, and second student, he got 2.4 crore. Yes, this is 2.4 crore, 2.5 crore package, and he has been got a designation as senior principal AI and robotics engineer. That is Orangewood company. Recently, we celebrated our placement day with this 1.0 crore package, and our students, they are, I mean, as an intern also, they are doing wonders. So one of our students, she is in Microsoft, and one is our student, is in ServiceNow, and see our students, they got earlier also package includes. So, okay, as I told you that we are also taking care of our students, working, we are also offering a platform for their extra co-curricular activities, their growth. And for that, we are conducting multiple events like One India, One World, then multiple events are being held. You can say fashion shows and all that. And you can say renowned personalities from different fields. They visit our university time to time. Former Prime Minister of Australia visited our university. Then MS Dhoni ji and our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. And multiple celebrities, they visit our university time to time. So multiple seminars and workshop and conferences are being held in our university time to time for our students' growth, and research conferences are being held. Then we are having collaborations with the universities, and we are conducting guest lectures also by the industry experts. Industry expert visit our university, and this is also you can say part of our curriculum. We are you can say our curriculum that is industry oriented. So that's why we invite industry experts time to time to guide our students. So this is the LPU study grant. This is one of the amazing initiative by our university. We are helping our students financially even when they are not studying in our university. So we are offering, if any student he clears our LPU nest and he takes admission in NIT, IIT, IIM, we are offering a study grant of 1 lakh. And LPU has provided study grant of 6.8 crore to the deserving students in different fields. So, okay, when I'll discuss how to get enrolled in BTech civil engineering, then I'll tell you that these different scholarship that how can we get. So, if I'm talking about sports, as I told you that our students they did wonder in you can say Asian Games also and as well as Olympics also. LPU win overall championship for the second consecutive year at 38th AIU Inter-University Youth Festival. These are the glimpses of our students' achievements. Again, I'm feeling honored to share with you that we also got first runner-up trophy, and we are the first ever private university to clinch this title. And this is Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad Sports Trophy. So, see, now I'll let you know that how to get enroll in this our program, BTech Civil Engineering. So, my suggestion is to, if it is better if you can come online with me on our website, then I'll tell you the different steps. Mean how can you get enrolled in this particular program? So, I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay, if you want to get enrolled in this particular program, let me tell you about that. You can visit our website, that is www.lpu.in. So you can get ranking and accreditation. I had discussed infrastructure. Every information you can get from our website. Every information is available on our website. So if you want to get admission, so you can click on that admissions, then go to regular programs. See, multiple programs are appearing here. Then you can select engineering. These are the program that we are offering in engineering. Then you can go to civil engineering. So in civil engineering, we have two programs. One is BTech Civil Engineering, and second is 2+2 with international credit transfer option. So let's first go to BTech Civil Engineering. So if you want to register, you have to click on this apply now, and you are filling this basic information, and you can get registered. After that, you can visit your that portal, and you can check your program. You can apply for LPNS. Let's first discuss about you can say eligibility. If I'm talking about eligibility of this program, we require pass in 12th with the 66 percentage aggregate marks. You must have studied physics, mathematics, chemistry, and English, and you have to appear in our test that is LPU Nest, LPU National Eligibility and Scholarship Test. If you are scoring good marks in that, then you can get the scholarship on the basis of that. So first of all, you have to appear in this LPU Nest exam. This is being conducted in two modes: online, remotely proctored from home. Second is you can also appear in this exam in centers, multiple centers we are having all over India. So it's up to you. Then let me hear you with this. So first of all, you have to sign up. Then you can apply for LPU Nest. You can book your as per your then you can appear in that. After that, the result will be declared. I'll tell you all the dates mean on which date the result will be declared. Then you can participate in counseling. You can give your seat preference, and accordingly, as per your score in your LPU nest, you will be allocated the seat. After that, you can get the admission. So if I'm talking about dates, online registration has already been started, and the slot booking and online examination, that is also just wait. So exams are also being conducted, and they are being conducted nowadays, LPNS exams. So accordingly, you can choose your slot and you can appear in that LPNS program. And the last date to apply is 25th of March. You see, tomorrow is the last date to apply and to get maximum scholarship, maximum applicable scholarship. After that, you can appear till 31st of March in this test, and the result of the exam will be declared on 4th of April. Then you can go for the online counseling. See, from 4th to 6th of April, you can give your seat preference, and that in which seat you will be allocated. That result will be declared on 8th of April, and from 8th of April to 15th of April, you can take admission. Now let's discuss about scholarships. If I'm talking about fees, see, fee in LPU that depends upon the caliber of the student. More is the caliber, lesser will be the fee. So we have multiple scholarships. If you, the test just I told you that is the eligibility test, and that test is also for scholarship. If you are getting very good score in that, you can get 70% of program fee as your scholarship. In that case, your fee will be 30% of your program fee. Our program fee is 1,40,000. If you are getting very good marks in your LPU nest, you can get 98,000 per semester scholarship. And see, there is no condition for continue this scholarship. This scholarship will remain same throughout your BTech. And if your percentage in 12th is 98 plus or more, even then you will get this 70% of scholarship. Or see, if you are applying, as I told you, tomorrow is the last day to apply to get maximum scholarship. We are offering the scholarship on the previous two qualifications. See, in BTech Civil Engineering, if your percentage in 12th is more than equal to or more than 98%, or if it is in 10th also, if it is in 10th you scored 98% and above, even then you will get this scholarship 70% of your program fee, mean 98,000. Their fee will be 42,000. So if you are, your name is appearing, when if you are in the top rankers, sorry, board toppers, then you will get 100% of your scholarship. Mean you will not be charged any fee. And we are also offering the free residential facility, four-seater standard room. And accordingly, as per your score in your LPU nest or your percentage in 10th or 12th, and see if you are applying after 25th of March, mean after tomorrow. Now, this 10th, scholarship based on 10th will not be available at that time, after that. So if you are having a very good score in your JEE, and accordingly you will be getting 60% of your program fee, then accordingly you are getting 50% of your program fee as your scholarship. So we are having 40% to 70% your scholarship, and it can be 100% if you are a board topper. So and on the academic, we are also having other scholarship. The scholarship on the basis of JE board topper I told you. Then we are also having financial aid. Financial aid on the basis of, you can say this is need based. If you are, economical weaker section also, and orphans also, and the certain disability also. And we are also offering financial aid on the basis of, if your parents are in defense or if they are in teaching profession, even then we are offering this financial aid. See, this much financial aid we are offering. We are having, in case of defense, you can have 50% or 30%, depend upon whether you are dependent on, your parents are, or if a candidate himself or herself is an army, then it can be of 50% of your program fee as your financial aid. So this was about fee and scholarship, residential facility. As I let me share you again with that. I hope my screen is visible. PPT is visible to everyone.
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
And just like I told you, Rakshat Saman mean if your parents are in a defense, then you can have up to 50% off. If they are in teaching profession, and this is add-on. Add-on mean suppose if you are getting 50% of scholarship on the basis of LPNS 12th or JE, this 20% will be added on. And the study grant, as I told you, we are offering. If you are academic, um, we always help the student financially if they are academic good, and if they are not able to, you can say, um, pay the fee and like that. And we are helping in each and every field our students financially as well as holistically. So this was all about this. All, if you have any query, please.
Thank you so much, our admission nominee, Miss Asha Rani. Can we take the questions, Dr. Pushpendra and Miss Asha Rani?
Sure, ma'am.
So, yes, someone is asking here, Dr. Pushpendra, what are the key principles of biomimicry and how can industries adopt them to create sustainable solutions?
Yes, nature is already itself sustainable in nature. Nature is always sustainable. So whatever you learn from nature, I told you, uh, I delivered learning for nature and learning from nature. So nature is already itself sustainable. So whatever you learn from sustainable and whatever idea you conceive from the nature, that will automatically be sustainable.
Thank you so much,
So
Dr.
key
Pushpendra. I
principle
hope.
is you have to go through the micro structure study, and then you can develop your conceive your idea, and you can develop the uh, innovation.
Thank you so much, Dr. Pushpendra. Gurpreet is asking here, how does biomimicry contribute to solving complex human challenges such as the climate change and resource one?
Obviously this nature is itself sustainable, so it always uh, goes for simple solutions. So if there is complex problem, you have to break into the functions, component functions, and those separately can be uh, innovated. The ideas for separate components can be developed, and a combination of those ideas conceived may be helpful for finding the solution of complex problems like climatic change, etc.
Thank you so much, Dr. Pushpendra Kumar Sharma, and once again, thanks to our admission nominee, Ms. Asha Rani. I hope all the participants got their answers from our experts. As we come to the end of this webinar, I want to express my deepest gratitude to our experts for sharing their valuable insights and expertise with us. Their presence, enthusiasm, and active participation have made this experience truly special. Hopefully, the attendees found this webinar to be valuable and will be able to utilize the information for better decision making regarding admissions. If anyone wants to access this webinar again, they can visit our website, that is lpu.in, or can be accessed on YouTube also. Stay connected with us for future webinars. Until we meet again, with the permission of my seniors, I would be signing off this webinar. Take care and goodbye. Have a beautiful day.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.